Sacred Heart College has an amazing history, and we draw on that history to ensure that the learners who leave here can cope with a world that's changing, but one that's also very exciting and offers a lot of opportunities. It's on the basis of that we have engaged with innovation specifically to meet the needs of our learners in the classroom.
My goal as a teacher is to empower a child to take on anything. We're preparing them for jobs that haven't even been created yet.
I don't believe that technology has been particularly successful before. Computers have always had a limited impact. The iPad was actually a turning point when you can grasp quite quickly that this device actually changes the game dramatically.
The iPad has allowed us to meet the needs of individual learners as well as allow them to work collaboratively. We've always had a very collaborative learning environment, and the iPad reinforces that.
It allows children who are gifted to move a bit further than the class. It allows children who struggle or have barriers to learning to find a route to the same answer through a different app or a different process.
We have a number of children who come in and can't speak English. The iPad allows us to meet them, and in the long term will allow them to write an IEB matric and do exceptionally well. What we see the iPad doing is allowing us to design individual learning programs, developing those critical thinking skills that are going to take them out into the workplace.
When we saw the power of this device, we knew that it was going to play a role in education in the future, especially in a school that has a great interest in 21st century learning.
At Sacred Heart, our grade 7s each have an iPad, but we also have mobile iPads in our media centre that can be booked out.
Making that transition from paper to a screen was important. So ZA Books gave us that accessibility and that portability. It's incredibly convenient to have every single book on an iPad.
For a device like this to have a transformative effect on the learning of children, it has to be ubiquitous, it has to be everywhere, and it has to be invisible. Because what you really want to do is to focus the children on the learning.
You take out the traditional model of I'm going to be learning or I'm going to be doing this, and you take out the mental blocks that go with that, with your children. And suddenly it's a new world, and suddenly they are just so switched on. The excitement levels increase, but you can see that they're literally engaged in it.
Sacred Heart is definitely empowering the children. Using the iPad as a tool is going to allow these children to face that sort of uncertain future.
You press the button, it's on. You touch the app, it starts. It's such an engaging device that they actually want to be involved. So you will certainly get better results simply because the children are engaging differently with their learning. And as a result, you will see all kinds of remarkable things happening around those iPads in our school. Things that we didn't even think might happen. The kind of multiplier effect of it is remarkable.